We really got to think about we got a lot to get in a short time here. You got to think about stimulants. You have to watch out for stimulants. I know we're going to talk about green tea and stuff in the weight loss section, but you really got to watch out for coffee and other types of stimulants that help with memory and concentration in the short run, but then they actually deplete memory and concentration later on in their life cycle, which is maybe a couple hours later. So you got to watch out for things that people take a lot of stimulants, not just for physical energy, but for mental energy and concentration. And they work in the short term. But
so what supplements would you suggest to take?
Well, supplements, you got the most common ones, besides like fish oil and stuff, would be Gotu kola. Similar family plant, kind of is the, well, actually it's a different plant, but it has a very similar effect. People there sometimes get confused. The Gotu kola with the ginkgo biloba.
Oh, ginkgo biloba, yep.
Because that really helps with cerebral circulation to the brain.
A lot of tests on that. Ginkgo biloba.
Yeah, a lot of good testing on ginkgo.
Check a lot of information on that.
Right. Gotu kola has a lot of information about it. There's another sort of a line of supplements, the medicinal mushrooms. There's a product called Lion's Mane.
Noble mushrooms.
Yeah, the noble mushrooms, as they're called, the beneficial tree mushrooms. And there's several ones out there that are good for Lion's Mane being one of them. There's a bunch of them. We won't get into the detail. If you have more questions, just stop into the store. Do you have another page
rosemary?
on there?
Oh, and getting the mercury out. That's
getting the mercury out. So
that's amalgam films.
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to talk about that. And it seems like kind of a minor thing, but it's actually very, very important for long-term memory and concentration, and that is to get rid of. If you have the mercury fillings or the amalgam fillings, it's very important to get those out as soon as you're able to. Maybe get a couple out at a time. That's a problem that people don't realize. That is a big problem.
Yeah, you got to do it. When I got my amalgams out, I did a quarter at a time. I did like top one, 3 months.
Half, and
then 3 months later I did bottom, and 3 months I did the other. So I did it in 4 segments so that I didn't get all at once. And I ate tons of greens, tons of like wheatgrass tablets, drank wheatgrass juice. I just went on and on.
And there's a lot of amino acids that are also good for the brain. You've got tyrosine, taurine. Acetyl L-carnitine is a very, very good one. There's almost too many to list.
So when you do try to get the minerals out of the body, go for a good leafy green diet, high greens, because that acts as a magnet throughout your bloodstream and takes out the lead, the mercury, and the aluminum, because it breaks down in your stomach, goes out throughout your body and your bloodstream, goes through like a rake, and actually like a magnet gets through there, then goes back out and down into the intestines and out the other end. So that's the good news about good leafy greens.
So greens, they're good, kind of good for everything. They're good for every possible condition in the body. It's what your body really prefers to operate on is greens. Well, I was going to mention.
And then the exercise, we said that at the beginning, of course.
We said exercise, but there's also like lecithin. Is another really brain nutrient that can be very helpful to the brain. And then from lecithin, you get phosphatidylcholine and phosphatidylserine. That's why I mentioned like the Monster drinks. People are drinking a lot of Monster. That really ultimately starts to damage because the caffeine displaces choline and inositol out of the brain. So putting that choline and inositol back into the brain if you are doing energy drinks is very important.
Those energy,
but like if you have questions about the memory, concentration, or you have relatives with Alzheimer's, we have a lot to offer in that area. With lots of side benefits and no side effects.
No side effects.
If you have more questions about that, stop in the store, and we'll be happy to help you with that.
We got this Lake Express, and I'm all excited. So I want to catch it, but we're going to take a break, you guys, and we'll be back soon. Be back again with our next question and answer.
Watkins Pharmacy and Surgical Supply is a retail pharmacy with compounding capability. They offer durable medical equipment as well as a full line of bracing, compression stockings, and medical surgical supplies.
Jilly's Gallery, located at 471 Northwestern Avenue in Muskegon, featuring diachronic jewelry, driftwood, whimsical clay characters, and fused glass. One-of-a-kind creations by local artist Jill Barnes.
Living healthy is more than just counting carbs and exercising. It's a lifestyle choice. Embrace sound, natural alternatives. Cultivate, sustain a better way to healthy living. The Health Hut offers a wide selection of herbs, supplements, health and beauty products, as well as bulk foods and natural and organic groceries. The Health Hut, growing strong since 1975.
Hi, welcome back to Forever Young. I'm Pollyanna. This is Eric, and we were talking today questions and answers.
We're from the Health Hut.
Oh yeah, we're from the Health Hut.
Yeah.
Health Hut. Health food stores. So we have just got some suggestions today and some ideas and some opinions of ours. And our next question and answer is weight loss. So that is common. That's probably our third.
What is the question?
Weight loss.
Well, what is the question? That's not a question.
What can I take to lose weight and control my appetite?
Oh, okay. Well, that's a question. Now we're getting somewhere. I didn't hear a question, so that was a problem.
So, what can I take to lose weight and control my appetite?
Oh boy, that's the question, isn't
yeah.
it?
So.
That is the question. That's probably one of those popular questions that people come in for. And it is probably the most complicated answer of any answer we're probably ever going to give.
Yeah.
Because it involves so many, I don't know, it's so many issues. You know, people obviously get overweight because they consume too many calories. They consume more calories than they burn, which sounds very simple.
Yeah.
But it is possible to eat plenty of food, you know, live, a pleasurable life, eat plenty of food, and be thin and healthy.
Yeah.
Which should be good news to anybody who's listening to this.
Kind of news.
So
if you want to lose weight, what should you do at first? What would be the first thing you would say?
And I know we were not going to, I said I wouldn't talk about it again, but again, you could get the bad fats out, get the good fats in.
Yeah.
The fats are very, very important.
Okay.
And the good fats, of course, are not as addictive as the bad fats.
No,
and so you really gotta
smelly.
you really gotta get those out because you won't be able to control them. So
yeah.
So any food that you can't eat in moderation, then you're gonna have to leave alone, which is hard for a lot of people to hear and get that into their brain.
So boost metabolism with exercise.
Yes, of course, exercise. That affects all 5 of the questions we have on today's show.
Yeah, the exercise.
You really, by exercising, why do we have to exercise? Well, because exercise is going to raise your metabolism while you're exercising, obviously, but it's also going to raise your resting metabolism. Even when you are not even exercising, when you're home laying on the couch, you'll actually burn more calories laying on the couch than somebody who does not exercise. You'll increase thyroid functioning by exercising, which is really important for losing weight. If your thyroid is working against you, it's much harder to lose weight. So we're going to talk about the thyroid briefly.
So what can I do for my thyroid?
For the thyroid, besides exercise and good fats, avoid. It comes back again to a lot of these caffeine drinks. They can really affect your adrenal functioning, which really throws off your thyroid functioning.
Okay.
So again, watch out for coffee and Monsters and all the energy drinks and all the caffeinated stuff that fuels this entire country. We have to watch out for. If you need a stimulant, I suggest going with organic green or black tea. And you can do those flavored or unflavored. You can do them hot or cold. That's a much better choice than doing any of the energy drinks. Okay, so getting back to the thyroid.
Here's green tea.
Yeah, we do have
supplements
of green tea extract. That's something you can do to boost metabolism. It's an antioxidant. It even helps with blood pressure, which we talked about earlier. It's a free radical scavenger, so it helps with premature aging. And it doesn't really have any side effects. It's a low amount of caffeine. You get a lot of the benefits without the caffeine.